A is for apple, apple. A is for arrow, arrow. A is for apple. A is for arrow. B is for ball, ball. B is for balloon. B is for ball. B is for balloon. C is for car, car. C is for cloud, cloud. C is for car. C is for cloud. D is for door, door. D is for dog, dog. D is for door. G is for dog. E is for eggs, eggs. E is for earth, earth. E is for eggs. E is for earth. F is for fan, fan. F is for flower, flower. F is for fan. F is for flower. G is for green, green. G is for grass, grass. G is for green. G is for grass.
H is for heart, heart. H is for heart, heart. H is for heart. H is for heart.
I is for ice cream, ice cream. I is for iron, iron. I is for ice cream. I is for iron. J is for jar, jar. J is for juice, juice. J is for jar. J is for juice. K is for kettle, kettle. K is for key, key. K is for kettle. K is for key. L is for ladder, ladder. L is for lamp, M is for ladder. M is for amp. N is for mailbox, mailbox. N is for moon, N is for moon. Mailbox. N is for moon. N is for nail, nail. N is for nine. N is for nail. N is for 9. O is for orange, orange. O is for oval, oval. O is for orange. O is for oval. P is for penny, penny. P is for pear, pear. P is for penny. P is for pear. Focal carrot, question. R is for red, red. R is for rocket, rocket. R is for red. S is for sun. T is for tomato, potato. T is for tractor, tractor. T is for tomato. T is for tractor. U is for umbrella, umbrella. U is for a unicycle. U is for umbrella. U is for a unicycle. O is for white, white is for watermelon, watermelon. W is for white, W is for watermelon. X for xylophone, X key xylophone. X for Xbox, X kiss Xbox. X is for kiss xylophone. X for kiss Xbox. T is for yellow, yellow. Y is for yogurt, yogurt. Y is for yellow. Y is for yogurt. Z is for zero, zero. Z is for zebra, zebra. Z is for zebra. Z is for zebra.
1 apple. 2 bananas. 3 pencils. 4 kiwis. 5 carrots. 6 gifts. 7 cherries. 8 strawberries. 9 9 parrots. 10. 10 balloons.
A is for auntie. A is for amity. B is for bat, bat. B is for bat, bat. C is for camel, camel. C is for camel, go. D is for dog, dog. E is for dog. E is for elephant, elephant. E is for elephant, Fish is for fish, F is for fish. G is for go. G is for go. H is for hedgehog, hey hog. H is for hedgehog, I is for iguana, iguana. I is for iguana, J is for jaguar, jaguar. J is for jaguar, K is for kangaroo, kangaroo. K is for kangaroo,
L is for lion, L is for lions, for moose, N is for moose, N is for number, number is for number.
O is for ostrich, ooh, ostrich. O is for ostrich, ooh. P is for penguin, penguin. P is for penguin, Q is for quail, quail. Q is for quack. R is for rhino, R is for rhino. S is for snail, S is for snail, S is for snail. S is for snails. T is for turtle, turtle. T is for turtle, U is for unicorn, unicorn. U is for unicorn, V is for vicuna, vicuna. V is for vicuna. U is for whale, W is for whale. X is for Sophias, Sophias. X is for Sophias. Y is for yak, Y is for yak, Z is for zebra, Z is for zebra.
Colors. I am red. I am yellow. I am green. I am blue. I am pink. I am purple. Red, yellow, green, blue, pink, purple, red apple, yellow banana, green guava, blueberry, pink lychee, purple jamun.
A says but, A apple, B says ball. Ball. C says cat. Cat. D says dog. Dog. E says elephant. Elephant. I says fish. Fish. J says goat. Goat. A says hat. Hat. I says igloo. Igloo. J says jet. Jack. K says kite. Kite. L says lion. Lion. M says monkey. Monkey. N says nose. Nose. O says owl. Owl. Q says owl. Owl. Q says pig. Pig. Q says queen. Queen. R says rabbit. Rabbit. S says sun. Sun. V says turtle. Turtle. U says umbrella. Umbrella. V says van. Van. V says wagon. Wagon. Z says X-ray. X-ray. Y says yo-yo. X-ray. Y says zebra. Yo. Z says zebra. Zebra.
This is a apple. This is a banana. This is a cherry. This is grapes. This is a lemon. This is a orange. This is a pear. This is a pineapple. This is a strawberry. This is a watermelon.
A is for apple. Apple. A is for apple. B is for butterfly. Butterfly. B is for butterfly. C is for butterfly. Butterfly. B is for elephant. C is for cookie. Cookie. C is for cookie. D is for dolphin. Dolphin. D is for dolphin. E is for elephant. Elephant. E is for elephant. F is for fire truck. Fire truck. F is for fire truck. G is for guitar. Guitar. G is for guitar. H is for hat, hat. H is for hat, I is for ice cream, ice cream. I is for ice cream, J is for jelly, jelly. J is for jelly, j. K is for kitten, kitten. K is for kitten, cup. L is for lion, lion. L is for lion, M is for monkey, monkey. M is for monkey, N is for nest, nest. N is for nest, O is for ostrich, ostrich. O is for ostrich, P is for penguin, penguin. P is for penguin, pa. Q is for queen, queen. Q is for queen, R is for robot, robot. S is for sun, sun. S is for sun, sun. S is for sun, sun. T is for turtle, turtle. T is for turtle, U is for umbrella, umbrella. U is for umbrella, V is for warm, a volcano, a well above. V is for volcano, is for volcano, for whale. X is for whale, whoa, whoa. X is for xylophone, xylophone. X is for xylophone, X. Y is for yellow, yeah. Y is for yellow, yeah. Z is for zebra, zebra. Z is for zebra,
Circle. This is a circle. Circle are round and round. Square. This is a square. Square has 4 sides. Triangle. This is a triangle. Triangle has 3 sides. Oval. This is a oval. Oval have no corners. Hexagon. This is a hexagon. Hexagon has 6 sides. Parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. Parallelogram has 4 sides. Trapezoid. This is a trapezoid. Trapezoid has 4 sides. Star. This is a star. Star has 5 sides. Alphabet A. A for acorn. Alphabet B. B for bus. Alphabet C. C for cat. Alphabet D. D for donkey. Alphabet E. E for envelope. Alphabet F. F for frog. Alphabet G. G for gate. Alphabet H. H for hen. Alphabet I. I for igloo. Alphabet J. J for jelly. Alphabet A. K for keyboard. Alphabet L. L for lamp. Alphabet M. M for mug. Alphabet N. N for nose. Alphabet O. O for oyster. Alphabet P. P for padlock. Alphabet Q. Q for quicksand. Alphabet R. R for ring. snake. Alphabet T. T for toolbox. Alphabet U. U for umbrella. Alphabet V. V for violet. Alphabet W. W for wastebasket. Alphabet X. X for Xmas-tree. Alphabet Y. Y for yoga. Alphabet Z. Z for zero.